Once upon a time, there was a young couple named Emma and Jake who lived in a small town. They had known each other since they were children and had grown up together. They were the best of friends and were inseparable. As they got older, they started to realize that they had feelings for each other. They started dating, and their love grew stronger every day. One day, Jake took Emma to a romantic restaurant and proposed to her. Emma was over the moon and said yes without hesitation. They decided to get married the following year and started planning their wedding. As their wedding day approached, Emma started to feel nervous. She had a nagging feeling that something was wrong but couldn't put her finger on it. She tried to ignore it and focus on the wedding preparations. However, on the day of their wedding, Emma received a phone call that turned her world upside down. It was from Jake's ex-girlfriend, who revealed that Jake had been cheating on Emma for the past few months. Emma was devastated and didn't know what to do. She couldn't believe that the man she loved had betrayed her. She confronted Jake, and he admitted that he had made a mistake and promised to never do it again. Emma was torn between her love for Jake and her hurt and anger. She decided to forgive him but told him that they needed to work on their relationship and rebuild their trust. Jake agreed, and they started couples counseling. Over time, their love grew stronger and they were able to overcome their issues. They learned to communicate better and were more honest with each other. They even renewed their vows in a small ceremony with just their closest family and friends. Years passed, and Emma and Jake's love only grew stronger. They had their ups and downs, but always worked through their problems together. They had 2 beautiful children and a happy life together. One day, Jake surprised Emma with a romantic getaway to a tropical island. Emma was thrilled, and they spent their days lounging on the beach and exploring the island. On their last night, Jake took Emma to a secluded beach and got down on one knee. He pulled out a small box and asked Emma to marry him again. Emma was shocked and delighted. She said yes, and they shared a romantic kiss under the stars. As they headed back to their hotel, Jake stopped Emma and told her that he had one more surprise for her. He led her to a small room decorated with candles and flowers. Emma was overwhelmed with emotion as she saw a slideshow of all their memories together, from childhood to the present day. As the slideshow ended, Jake got down on one knee once again and pulled out a small box. Emma's heart skipped a beat as he opened the box to reveal a beautiful diamond ring. "Emma, I've loved you since we were children, and I will love you until the end of time. Will you do me the honor of spending the rest of your life with me?" Jake asked. Tears streamed down Emma's face as she said yes. They hugged each other tightly, and Emma felt a rush of emotions. She was grateful for Jake's love and commitment to her, and excited for their future together. From that day on, Emma and Jake lived happily ever after. They continued to face challenges, but they knew that as long as they had each other, they could conquer anything. Their love was pure and true, and it only grew stronger with each passing day. Part 2. Emma and Jake had been happily married for several years and had 2 beautiful children, Lily and Ethan. They had built a beautiful life together, filled with love and laughter. They both worked hard and took care of their family, but they always made time for each other. One day, Emma received a phone call from her old friend, Sarah. Sarah was a successful businesswoman who had moved away to another city to pursue her career. Emma and Sarah had been friends since college and had lost touch over the years. Sarah was in town for a business trip and wanted to meet up with Emma. Emma was excited to see her old friend, and they arranged to meet for dinner that night. When Emma arrived at the restaurant, she was surprised to see that Sarah had brought a friend along. The friend's name was Alex, and he was a handsome and charming man. Emma was immediately drawn to him, and they hit it off right away. They talked and laughed all night, and Emma found herself feeling a connection with Alex that she hadn't felt in a long time. Over the next few weeks, Emma and Alex saw each other frequently. They went on dates and talked on the phone for hours. Emma felt guilty for having feelings for another man, but she couldn't help how she felt. She loved Jake, but she was also drawn to Alex's charm and wit. As their relationship deepened, Emma found herself struggling with her emotions. She didn't want to hurt Jake, but she also didn't want to give up her feelings for Alex. She confided in her sister, who advised her to be honest with Jake and to choose what was best for her. Emma knew her sister was right, and one day, she sat down with Jake and told him everything. She told him about her feelings for Alex and her confusion about what to do. Jake was hurt but understanding. He knew that Emma loved him and that this was just a temporary phase. Jake told Emma that he loved her and that he would support her no matter what. Emma felt relieved and grateful for Jake's understanding. She knew that she had made the right decision by being honest with him. Over time, Emma and Alex's relationship fizzled out, and Emma realized that it had just been a temporary infatuation. She was grateful for Jake's love and understanding, and knew that he was the one she wanted to spend the rest of her life with. One day, Jake surprised Emma with a romantic getaway to their favorite spot in the mountains. They spent the weekend hiking and exploring the beautiful scenery. On the last night, Jake took Emma to a secluded spot on a hilltop where he had set up a small picnic. As they sat together, watching the sunset, Jake told Emma that he had one more surprise for her. He pulled out a small box and opened it to reveal a beautiful diamond necklace. "Emma, I know that our life together has had its ups and downs, but through it all, I have loved you more than anything. You are the most important person in my life, and I want to spend the rest of my life making you happy. Will you do me the honor of renewing our vows and starting a new chapter together?" Jake asked. Emma was touched and overwhelmed with emotion. She said yes, and they hugged each other tightly, enjoying the moment together. As they walked back to their cabin, Emma realized how lucky she was to have Jake in her life. She knew that they would face challenges in the future, but she also knew that their love was strong enough to overcome anything. Together, Emma and Jake renewed their vows in a small ceremony with their family and closest friends.